Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance. And this resistance video is a sponsored video sponsored by RJ for Evan. And here's Evan's story. Good evening, Ollie. My name's Evan, and I recently went no contact with my family about four months ago, which most will know my life has systematically fallen to shit. I've been out of work for over a month and a half due to the workplace harassment I suffered by the hands of my malignant narcissistic father and him forcing me to work the day after I received a concussion due to being hit by a drunk driver. Not healing from a concussion properly can result in permanent brain damage, but as the scapegoat in abusive narc family, I can't say I'm surprised. My position was project management and business development. I have a 130 IQ and I'm extremely bright. The company I worked for is a very profitable company, and my narc father was intimidated by my ability to write new business, launching smear campaigns whenever he had a chance. I am so happy to have all of them out of my life, even my borderline mother and golden child sister. My mother separated from my father last year, and I felt obligated to take care of him, even though in my heart I knew I owed him nothing. She put me and my sister through absolute hell and painted herself as the victim. It makes my blood boil as I remember how many times she would instigate fights in the family. I called her out on her actions a few months ago, and it didn't end well. Whenever a parent decides it's a good idea to lay a right cross on an 8-year-old after he's been forced time and time again to socialize with his sexual predator, the strings connect pretty well why I don't connect with people or women easily. Once called out, she has done everything to call me a bully and not to help me with finances since I live alone and unemployment doesn't help much with food, especially because of me being a white male. Oh well. The system allows so much abuse to men, and we aren't allowed to ever express our own pain, and there is no outlet for help. I was forced to eat peanut butter for 7 days straight, and I almost went insane. Oh, I forgot to mention, it was one tub, and it had to be rationed, basically forcing myself to starve, and I am constantly in a state of will I make rent, or can I eat today? I hate the fact that I have no one, but in the end, I guess I've never had anyone to begin with. That's what we end up discovering, Evan. Is even though now you have no one, you never had anyone anyway. And at least they're not there to continue on with your abuse. I've always felt worthless and have always been the punching bag since I was born. I have the unfortunate first memory of my father giving me the narcissistic stare over my crib in a drunken state, in the dark right before he started sexually touching me. It's fucking sickening. It's so disturbing to know I'm related to pedophiles and child abusers. But that's why I left, and left hard. I have a very powerful lawsuit on both the drunk driver who hit me and the company that allowed the situation to go on between myself and my father. But today I am in the best place I can be, away from them and working with a therapist who is very well of CPTSD. It's amazing that I found your videos and the other channels. It's a form of validation I never felt could even be there. The hardest thing I have to fight these days is the anger at all the abuse. The anger that wells up inside, and just knowing that it's justified makes it 10 times stronger, but nowhere to direct it. Growing up, I was always able to channel it through sports or competitive fighting in taekwondo or boxing. But being 24 right now, there is only the gym, and it's only a temporary outlet. But I am afraid that if I let the anger go, my family will slide back into place. I've always forgiven them, but that was due to the honor your mother and father. Anger will destroy you. Bullshit. That's what indebted me to them. Living by the sword and dying by the sword sounds a hell of a lot better than being someone's punching bag. At least I could say I wasn't a coward. I wanted to get your input on handling the strong emotional triggers and how you handled yours. Appreciate it. And if YouTube keeps messing with your account, let us know if you plan on switching to a new platform. Thanks and all the best wishes, Evan. Well, the nice thing about YouTube is anybody can start a channel, Evan, and start talking about it. You know, I deal with my anger, and it is a lot of it. And I deal with it by talking about it. And just talking about it in therapy isn't going to do it for you, because therapy is short sessions. You get all twisted up. Therapist doesn't really validate you, and you usually end up feeling worse for days after, even though it's helpful. These people are hiding in the shadows and they're hiding in plain sight, which is what makes it so annoying, is that there's their abuse all out there. They're hiding in plain sight, and there's no one to expose it. Well, why do you think your mother called you a bully and a liar and all that stuff when you confronted her on it? Because she's trying to shut you down. Your outlet is your ability to expose this stuff, to keep talking about it, to expose what your father did to you, to expose what he did to you as a child, to expose what he did to you as you were working, to call him the feckless little coward that he is, jealous of his own son. And I get that. We all get that. That's why they do it to us, because they're jealous of us. They feel inferior to us, and they got to hold us down because they need to look down their noses at us. The only way you deal with the anger is to keep exposing them. And you keep exposing them over and over and over and over again. The anger's not going away. Why would it? Why should it? Why would you get over anything that's gone on in your life, being sexually molested by your father? Where would you expect that anger to go? So he sexually molests you as a child and then screws you over as an adult. I mean, because it never ends. It never ends with the narcissist. It repeats itself over and over and over and over. So at what point does the forgiveness come in? If the narcissist's abuse never ends, where does the forgiveness and the anger go? Where's it supposed to go? How is it supposed to end? It can't. It can't. That's why you need your anger. Your anger is righteous, and you need to hold on to it. You just need to know what to do with it. And when you're mad, you talk about it. Say, fuck this. This is what this motherfucker did. This is what this bitch did. This is what they did. Fuck you. You did this. You did this. You did this. You did this. And I'm going to keep telling everybody who will listen. If I got to start a YouTube channel and say it out there, I'll do it there as well. That's how you handle your anger. The abuse never stops. So how are you supposed to forgive? The narcissist abuse never stopped. So how are you supposed to forgive? Right there. Forgive what? Nothing's ended. So, I hope that helps. Thank you so much to RJ for sponsoring. Thank you, Evan, for your story. You know, you got to keep in mind, you know, this anger, because it's so detrimental and it's so, you think it's the terrible thing, and it's not. It's not, because you're owed it, you need it, and in your case and in all our cases, they never stopped abusing you. So where the fuck is your anger supposed to go? Period. So thank you again, RJ, for sponsoring. Thank you, Evan, for the story. I hope this helps. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comments section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or you just want to make a contribution to the channel in general, help it succeed and grow, because this channel survives 100% on donations from all of you. Without you, this all goes away. So if you like these videos and you like what you see here, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been The Narcissistic Resistance.